All right, y'all. Today, I already skipped it to a good amount. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't really that crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is the freakiest man. Just got released from prison. That nigga Fleece Johnson. You feel me? We finna go ahead and react to him. He interviewing Fleece Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Without sex. And tell me what's important. I'll tell you what's important. Booty is more important, even on the streets, than water.
First thing
A
y'all
lot
hear.
of people would give their whole bank account for some booty. They eat
What?
booty, they lick booty.
So let me ask you. Let me ask you.
Do I like booty?
Nah.
Yeah, I do. A lot.
Okay.
A whole lot.
Johnson even let the lockup crew know that when he was in his prime, they wouldn't be safe from his advances either.
If y'all had been in her back then, them days, and as much as I like booty, I probably felt one of y'all butts. And y'all was walking past me.
What?
Well, let me push back on that though, because you did have another famous quote where you said, "You get this the easy way or the hard way."
And I told somebody that before. Come on, let me talk to you, cause he owed me some money. Get him in debt, make him pay booty debts and stuff like that.
So is booty debt?
It'll pay you. It'll pay your debt. I wasn't no bad loan shop.
Boy, imagine being in booty debt, nigga. Nigga in debt, but you in booty debt, nigga. Man, it's not funny, but it's like, damn, that's crazy, bro.
I helped a lot of people, but he offered his booty the first time. Do you want this? I said, do I want what? He paid his butt. I said, hold up. Look, man, I ain't with all that. And I want my money. You know, ain't no tragedy. I can get booty anywhere. Just give me my money, man. He didn't have it. And so somebody paid for him. Three months later, I saw him in the shower, and this is the first time I ever seen, him all the way naked. And his butt looked like he done got plumper. So I walked up to him and I told him, look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Which one?
So he already paid his debt. At this point, it's just you just have.
Yeah, this is like 3 months later. I just happened to see him in the shower naked, and I ain't think he was built like that all the way. Big old guy. Boy, it was so.
This nigga is thinking about it, man. Come on, dude. That nigga said, God. Nah, that's so wild, bro. That's so wild, man. Nigga said his shit got plumped. What the fuck?
So juicy, man. They got this thing where they save their pants their butt. It's a style. They call it some sort of gangster style. It's sexy to us, right? You say your pants in her, man, somebody be up in your butt, and it's just that simple.
But it sounds like you had a situation where they did put up resistance.
They gonna always talk that crap about, look, man, I ain't like it and all that stuff. But you already know they are. You know they'll do it.
Don't people mess with the guards? Like, did y'all have any female guards in there, or was it just male guards?
Man, we had female guards in there, and the only way we get to turn them out is you gotta steal their walkie-talkie. Cause if you can steal that, that's a breach of security. That means they fire. If you catch them setting it down, you steal it, and she want it back, you gotta do something effective. Man, that prison system in Kentucky is so bad.
Coming straight in. Trust me, I've got.
They took all the freak books out of prison. Said we can't even have pictures of ladies in panties coming through the mail. So what do you think a man gonna do in that? You got all these men. Now you can't even see a picture of a woman naked. You search the TV hoping you can see somebody show a little glimpse or something. But as the years go by, your sex drive that you had on the street, you still got in prison. And that don't go away. You get horny and horny and horny, and you'll masturbate. Then you got these little crazy girls to write you and talk all that sex stuff and keep you heated. And then next thing you know, you go in the shower and see somebody with a big butt, and you be like, damn, I know I'm tripping. No, you ain't tripping. That's booty. Booty, get that nigga.
When you go to prison, the most important thing in your life is going to be booty. A man's butt. Booty, getting some booty is more important than eating food. It's more important than drinking water.
Yeah, I was gonna say you was there for a long time. So did you have like the latest iPhones and
So
you know
wild.
technology? Because you was in there past, you've seen a lot.
They got a real good security system in prison. Every now and then we get cell phones in there, but somebody with a cell phone, that might happen every 5 or 6 years. Somebody end up with one,
Damn.
and soon they get it, them guards will be to get it. We had PlayStations and we had a recycling plant in prison where they recycle CDs and stuff. And I had contact with somebody back there. He got a lot of sex DVDs. So I told him to put it in a dotty bag, put it in a slot barrel, put a rock in it. I take a stick with a little hook on it and reach down in that barrel and pull it up. And when I went in my cell, it was 25 sex triple X rated CD. Now people that got PlayStation, I let him look at it. Don't you know that was $150 a night to even use one of them?
Oh my God.
And don't you know they was coming to me the next day crying. These inmates was crying. Hey man, sell it to me, man. I'm in love with Lucy. I said, who the is Lucy? Oh, the girl on the. I said, damn, you done gave her a name? No, I ain't gonna sell it, man. Just if you want to see Lucy again, give me another 150. You know what I'm saying? Prison is a freak house, and it's like a sane asylum.
Wow, pretty zesty conversation. We'll be right back.
What if I told you this could be you in a few months if you just locked in over just some of the hidden hunt, and you could do it too? Content. So,
You know what I mean?
let's get to it.
I done seen so much stuff, you know what I mean?
What's the craziest thing you've seen? Now, okay, first before I ask
I
that
seen
question,
the craziest thing I seen was a person that had 2 booty holes.
What?
And one of them winked at me.
Bro, what?
I like, it scared me.
oh my God, you seen somebody with 2 booty holes?
And one of them winked at me and it scared me.
Let me guess, you saw them in the shower?
No, cause he lived across from me in the cell. I'm in my cell, he's in his, and somebody was asking him to show his butt for some food and stuff, right? So I happened to look back. I said, I want to see too. When he spread it was 2 booty holes. One of them open and winked.
Just for some food?
Man, yeah.
So let me ask you. Okay, so you was in there for a long time,
Come
40
on,
years.
man.
So after a certain time, do you have to always show your dominance, or can you just do people just know? Oh yeah, that's Fleece. Like don't talk to Fleece.
People that is normally brutal get respect in us. But check this out. If you brutal, yeah, you're going to get respect from the inmate, but at the same time, being brutal means you got to go to the hole. You got to get in a lot of fights, risk picking up more time. Now, if you trying to get out of prison, then you like, hold up, man. If I kill him, I'm going to get a life sentence, more time. If I bust his head, I'm the same thing. I ain't going to never get out. Well, you're going to have to decide. To either go along with what they doing in there.
But how do you set your goals on getting out when every day is a struggle? Like you said, you can't get caught slipping.
Not care about it like I did. I stopped caring about getting out. I said if I keep caring about it, it's gonna just keep troubling me and it's gonna cause me stress. So you know what? I don't care if I ever get out.
You want to explain to me
Dang.
what you're doing here?
I came looking for booty. I came looking for man's butt.
A man's butt? Excuse me?
Oh, I know who you are, Chris Hansen. But see, I calls you Chris Hansen.
They made these cartoons and stuff without my consent, man. They didn't have no consent for me to do none of that stuff. I talked the way that they talk and to take my story and change it to make it look like I'm the predator. A person that turned 16 in prison, how ridiculous it is to even think that somebody that young can go through a prison system and turn everybody out. Man, you got people in there that you can put in a boxing ring with Mike Tyson.
So you want to do it the hard way, huh? I got it for you hard. Don't drop the soap, Carl.
I know how they usually say prison,
Hey,
dropping
Bulldog's
the
funny,
soap,
bro.
everything like that. Now, I don't know, is that like a true thing? Do people do that in prison?
Ooh, you get that, nigga. Man, if you fought in prison, you know how people out here show off they fought, they won't do a laugh. Do it in prison. I fought it by mistake in her and around a crowd of people. Everybody looked around and said, man, you hear that? Man, Juicy, and somebody talk to me toothless one. Ooh, boy, who's that calling my name? So now when somebody fought, like I fought it again, and when everybody looked at me, I looked at somebody else and man, God, boy, call me. You talking to me? And they would press you for that. Hey man, let me talk to you. And you be like, what's up, doc? Man, I heard you fought back up. You know, when you trying to tell me something?
If you fart, that mean, hey, I'm
Damn,
open.
nigga, I
I'm
can't
open.
fart,
That's
nigga.
how they look at it. You open. You gonna have to talk to them. Tell them, look, man, I'm not open, man. I'm not like that, bro. I'm sorry, I fought it. And they gonna look at you real hard, like whether they believe you or shouldn't believe you, and all that old stuff, man. I'll be like, man, get on back.
Does anybody ever gamble? Like, is it regular activity in there?
They gamble all day in prison, every day.
Are they gambling their booty or they gambling money?
They gamble everything in prison. You know, I seen a
Damn.
person put his boy up for a pool. A pool is something that you draw 10 lines going this way, 10 going down, and then you fill the squares in. This is called a pool. Like you find 10 people, put your initial. So you put J here, Jada, somebody else will fill in David here, put D here, put whatever your sign or initial and fill it up. So I said, how much you pulling him off for? He said he's pulling him off for a box of cigarettes on a basketball game. You got 10 people put up a box of cigarettes. And whoever wins, they paid a box of cigarettes to get it.
To get the person.
Yeah, but the person that put him out on the pool, he gets 10 boxes of cigarettes.
Oh my God! See, y'all gambling people.
Yeah, man, we gamble. Everything was a game. We gamble off for Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy. We gamble off for anything. Like it might be something on TV, and I holler down at you and say, "Hey, you watching that Wheel of Fortune? Who you think gonna win?" You pick one. I say, "You got 3 people. Somebody else want part of this? Let's put up a box of cigarettes, everybody." We put up a box of cigarettes, and whoever win at the end get the 2 boxes of cigarettes. I mean, we bet on everything, man. And I had poker games. I ran stores. The ones going to prison now, these little young ones with these little skinny shapes, built like a girl with all that dreadlocks and all that stuff all over. Oh, God. When they come in prison, them girls tell them strip off, squat, spread your and cough. As soon they squat and spread it, some of them silly girls will say, spread it open. Make it wink. And then inmates be looking over the wall. Oh, God, ain't got that. Man, look at that. And then you'll look back and stand up and say, hey, man, what's going on? Girls don't want to hear all that. They set that stuff up, man. And so now you're in the prison. Everybody done seen your booty. You got some of them gangsters come in prison, try to take a shower with their underwears on. Man, take them off, let us see that. We won't see that thing, bro. They booties that like Serena's, bro. Like Serena Williams and tennis players, they built like that in our man. They ain't got your gun. You ain't got your gun. You ain't got none of that. Okay, so what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You in a cell with somebody. These dudes been lifting weights and boxing and stuff for 18, 20 years. You fresh off the street, ain't had a fight since you was a child. Little skinny arms, ain't got no 6 packs or nothing. And they put you in the cell with one of these big old niggas, and they talking about, hey, I'm telling you right now, I'm a freak. Soon he say it, you be like, who you get that, nigga? He said, look, I don't want to beat you up. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to love you. Now, can I get some love? You said, man, I ain't like it. You ain't like that. Get that, nigga. He'll grab you, and you try to swing, he'll pin you down on the bed and show you you ain't got the strength to even get out of this move. Look, I don't want to hurt you.
This story sound a little personal.
This nigga did that.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, that's crazy.
I know where you're going with that too, nigga.
Some night is gonna have to give us some booty, and it just ain't simple.
They put me in isolation for 12 years in the hole. Nobody ever spent 12 years in the hole. I broke that record. They put me in the dungeon for 2 weeks. Ain't nobody ever lived past 3 days in that, cause it ain't got a bed or nothing. It just got mud in a lot of mud, about 8 feet of mud, real slimy like quicksand. Let me tell you how nasty I was one time. They sent me to Easton. I've been hearing about Easton, say it's a bad prison, bad like Eddyville. So when I get down there, I say I ain't gonna I'm going back to Eddyville where I got my own single cell. I ain't gonna be double selling with no mother. So I went in the caseworker's office and her husband, he runs the prison. She said, what you want? I said, I want to go back to Eddyville. She said, you got to be here 6 months before we can even consider. I said, look, I don't want to have to force my way back. She said, are you making a threat? I said, look, man, can you just send me back? She said, no. I jumped up on her desk, pulled my pants down, and shit right there on her desk. Reached down, grabbed some paper, wiped my butt, and threw it in and stuck on her shirt. Make it wink. And said, call somebody. They took me back to Eddyville, butt naked, with chains all around my body. Set me on the doors, on the step of Eddyville, got in their van, and took off. And the lady in the guard tower called the warden. He came over. He had them locked up. He had them guards locked up.
Nigga, imagine somebody shitting on your desk and putting it on your shirt, nigga. I'm crashing out, nigga. That's the point where you crash out, bro. No cap. That's that point. And it's like, hell, that's like somebody fucking spitting on you, and it's not even that. That's worse than that shit, nigga. Nah, bro, that's crazy.
You can't do that.
Oh my god. So you just a nasty,
a nasty black motherfucker. That's what I was. Well, every time a guard wanna be mean or disrespectful, we throw a bucket of shit on. Them prison guards, when they run up to your cell, there's usually 13 of them. They got billy clubs, mace, gas, electric shields, and they would gang you, and you just one person. So I got tired of that. I said, next time they run up to my door, I got something for them. A bucket of shit. A 3-gallon bucket of shit. I threw shit on them for 6 years. Man, we had a shit wire. I started a shit wire in the penitentiary system. Sent them up out of it, and they quit. They quit their job. I cost these people. I went to federal court with Martha.
Nigga, I'm quitting too, nigga. Man, nigga throw a bucket of shit at me, bro. Nigga, I'm quitting immediately, nigga. I might shoot that nigga first. Then I'm gone, bro. I'm never coming back to that motherfucker again. Fuck no.
Fleetwood out of District of Columbia.
My bad. Just imagine niggas' mouth was open. Niggas was talking. Hey, get out your cell. Nigga mouth open. Nigga just swallow a whole.
They were sent to me by the Department of Justice in Washington, D.C. to represent me. We went in federal court in Paducah, Western District of Paducah, and we won a $200 million lawsuit against the state. That's for all the inmates. When I won that, they mad. Now you add that up to I'm the one that took a mop wrangle and beat the lecturer off his stand. That cost $650,000. I tore up all their toilets. Anytime you put me in a cell, I tear the toilet out of the floor and slam it. I tore up about 3,000-4,000 toilets.
Damn.
And everything, mattresses, everything. I took doors off, steel doors. I would turn them up, make them have to cut the whole door off. I cost these people a lot of money. And then when I got to throwing duty on them, they ain't know what to do. Everybody say they gonna kill you. I say they got that to do. As far as I'm concerned, I'm already dead. You know, if I gotta live like this, something gonna have to happen. But they bring me into parole. I said, you know what? Let me get this stuff over with. I went in there and I cussed them out, kissed my ass, all that. And they gave me parole. So I'm trying to figure out why they give me parole after I cussed them out. It wasn't until I got out that I realized that they don't put a lot of stuff on the documentary. Called me a booty warrior, a whole bunch of stuff. So I said, oh, they gonna go like that. So what they was trying to do is set up a stage for me to get out on the street, somebody murder me. And not only that, but to rub it in their face when I got out, I had 7.5 years left on parole. I called 911, told them I won't go back to prison, give them the rest of that 7.5 years. I went back, got in some programs. In 1 year, I killed a 7.5 year sentence and came back out, not on parole. I got a choice. I can try to do 7.5 years on parole, or I can go back and get in some programs, because we got programs in Kentucky prison system where if you do 6 months in the program, they'll knock a year off your sentence. I got in 5 programs and brought my sentence down.
So we got this last little game, man. The easy way or the hard way. I'm gonna name some names and you tell me if they was in your cell, would it have been the easy way or the hard way, man? Let's go Shannon Sharp.
Yeah. Shannon Sharp. I the one to do Club Shay.
Yep.
I already know that nigga with them big old hips and shit. I already know he don't ever see you can usually tell gay people by their hairlines and shit. You know, they refuse to grow mustaches.
P. Diddy, if he in jail with you, is the easy way or the hard way?
It'd be easy because he'll give it up. He'll give it up. He'll ask me if I want something.
Okay, R. Kelly, easy way or the hard way?
R. Kelly, it'll be kind of hard way with him. Yeah, I know it. I get it. I end up getting it, but it'll be hard.
And the last one,
wow, man.
what about TD Jakes?
But I don't swallow. That's what he said one time. That big fat mouth. They had one in prison like him. They called him Reverend Goodhead. He had the best head in prison, Reverend Goodhead. He was just like TD Jakes. That man was,
Oh my God.
I mean, that's how nasty they were.
So you 4-0, man. You 4-0 in jail, man. So look, I just want you to sign out. Tell them where they can find you at. What channels? What stuff you got up?
You can find me anywhere where they got booty.
Oh.
All right, bro. All right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That was the end of this reaction, bro. Hope y'all enjoyed the reaction, bro. This nigga out here tweaking, gang. I ain't gonna count. Fleece out here tweaking, bro. Hope y'all niggas don't ever go to jail, bro. Cause shit like this, you know what I'm saying? It do happen, gang. Y'all be safe out here, you know what I'm saying? Peace out.